So it's almost like if we do get these castings, we are expected to be a bit of a caricature.
Anna Krause is a Polish-born actress based in London. She is currently playing her own show at the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh called Daddy Issues. In this video, I asked Anna about her experience as a foreign-born artist in the British acting world. Eastern European actors face diverse challenges. Between stereotyping and a lack of representation, it's a difficult place to navigate.
For example, for Eastern Europeans, so, you're Polish, you're Hungarians, you're Romanians. I've got friends who are like Polish, Ukrainian actors, and there's almost no work for us because we technically foreigners, but we don't almost like tick the diversity boxes for castings. They want a Polish person on TV to be a Polish person on TV, rarely educated, mostly working class, mostly doing sort of these jobs that, again, it's a stereotype of Polish person. You're a cleaner, you're a plumber, you're a prostitute, and that's still most of my castings for a Polish character was for one of these. For shows like EastEnders and stuff, it would be quite easy to hire a Polish actor to play a Polish character, but quite often the characters are played by British and they don't sound right for the Polish. Like, we go to a casting and we do a modern Polish accent, which it doesn't sound like this. Like, most Polish people don't sound like this. But I go and I do my own accent, or I put on a bit of a stronger accent, but casting directors are like, oh, you don't sound Polish, that's not Polish enough. Because they want us to almost sound like very uneducated. And I'm like, that's not what modern Polish British language accent is like. So it's almost like if we do get these castings, we are expected to be a bit of a caricature of our accents and our people and stuff. But there's so many Polish people in the UK. There's so many, like, we are part of the British society, and it's not reflected on British television. We barely exist in British television, and if we do, we are an odd cleaner here and there. It would be nice if more parts were written for Eastern Europeans that reflect a bit more of a modern thing. I think that's partially why when I wrote Daddy, she's like the show that I'm doing at the Fringe, she is Polish, the main character, and almost as a stereotype, she is working on a sex line purposely. So she is that sort of Eastern European sex worker, but she knows that that's what she's seen as, and she almost like playing up to it, and she almost like enjoys being like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Oh, you want me to be an Eastern European sex worker? That's what I'm doing.
I just went to see the show, and it's great. It's funny, but it also makes you think. If you're in Edinburgh at the moment, I'd highly recommend to go and see it.
We will now connect you to one of our girls. Please hold.